Yeah, Zach Mee there in the cox seat for Eton. His hand back up. He's still not happy. This is quite a long time for athletes to be on the start.
Yeah, let's sit in that position.
Well, we're now underway. The umpire taking the short opportunity to get the crews off and running, and it looks like no issues there with either of the crews' lines, and a great start here for Eton College on the Buckinghamshire station.
Yeah, they've got to obviously be in the top seed. You know, they are the crew that everybody's looking to make it to tomorrow's final, but it's how much pressure can Teddy's put on them in these early stages.
Well, looking to yesterday's times, Eton were actually 6 seconds quicker to the barrier than St Edward's were. So they're climbing Everest, Teddy's, I feel.
Yeah, very much so. But, you know, you want to go up against the best and see where you are, because you want to progress on for, you know, they'll be thinking about, you know, how far they got this year. They got to Saturday, you know, and obviously when they come off and evaluate and kind of look back at what they've done this regatta, can they move on next year? But they need a benchmarker of how close they can get by trying to rattle this Eton crew.
Well, Eton almost out to a length. We've not even reached the quarter mile yet, and they're looking to snap the elastic band. We've talked about it time and time again. We want to see daylight between the boats, and Zach Mee looking over his shoulder, the cox for Eton, looking to go to Cambridge next year to race in the boat race, so all great experience for him, coxing hopefully Eton through to a final here of the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup.
And also it's that side-by-side racing. Boat race is not exactly the same, but it is, you know, it's one-on-one racing. You know, it's not such a structured course. I think with they don't have the booms obviously doing it on the river, and hopefully it's back on the traditional tideway course next year. But that experience of this side-by-side racing is really unique, because you don't get to do it very often.
So true, Mark. That's such a good point, that this is unique to the Henley course in this regatta format, but another, you know, it's the fashion that the boat race takes, another very traditional race, and yeah, Zach Mee will be utilising all of this experience to try and build onto a career as a blue in later years. But Eton just sat on a length at the moment. They're not wanting to push on any further right now, and both crews sticking to their stations quite well. Yeah,
and we talked about how windy it is and those gusts. It's so important that you stay in that rhythm, don't get kind of knocked off or flustered by the wind, and hopefully these crews can stay in their rhythms and the wind doesn't affect them.
Well, Eton just look so well drilled. I know we expect it from Eton crews. They train at Dorney Lake, the home of the London 2012 Olympic Games. What a facility to have at your fingertips.
Well, they're the only school in the world, I think, with their own 2,000-metre lake. So they do have everything. You know, they have everything they need. So you could say no excuses. But obviously you still have to deliver when you come to these big events.
And just the placement, you can see the puddles where they're placing the blades, all 8 of them together in absolute unison. That light blue of Eton College going in and out of the water, just that little bit more in sync than Teddy's, and you can make that direct comparison here from that shot.
Yeah, from this angle you can see how in sync the Eton boat is compared to the Teddy's. You know, but that could be the wind affecting them again, you know, but that's why you spend those 10,000 hours of training and, you know, trying to harness that technique. And I think that's the beauty of this kind of schools program. They all kind of come through the same coaching system, so they all should move the same, row the same. Should it make that adaptability of working together much better as they come through and start competing at these big events at Henley.
And look, I think St Edward's there, top of your picture. They've not let Eton go out to an absolute ocean of clear water, and the margin probably 3 or so lengths at the moment, just less than actually, 8's quite long. But we're going to come past Upper Thames there in the distance, Upper Thames Rowing Club, and in towards Remenham. And yeah, Eton, I just think, looking the better drilled of these two crews. Yeah,
they obviously look bigger as well. If you stood beside them, they are a very, very big crew. Very tall, very lean, and they're just a big unit basically when I saw them on the water at the start the other day.
So we talk a lot about the person setting the rhythm, who allows the rest of the crew to follow them in the Eton College crew. That's Harry Geffen, who raced in the Temple as well back in 2019, and for St Edward's School, it's Josh Braggan. Look, there is that crew. But yeah, we were saying they're big guys, this Eton crew, for an average age of just 17, 18. That they have got a lot of centimetres on the St Edward's crew.
Yeah, they're over 190. That is a very tall crew, and that's a huge advantage. We talk about rowing. It's a distance that you can kind of obviously place your blade in the water, the length of stroke you can do, and obviously if you've got that mass and force as well, that's a huge advantage. But they're putting it to good use. They're moving well together. They're sticking, to kind of keeping Teddy's at bay behind them, and obviously being the top seed, there's an added expectation and pressure, and they're delivering on the big stage.
So for this Teddy's crew, just having a quick look down the names, lots of them saying that their rowing highlight is this. It's coming and racing at the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup. Certainly in the middle of the boat, Isaac Revere in the 5 seats, he said this is his highlight of his rowing career. And
I think that was really, when the regatta obviously got rescheduled or moved from its original date due to the kind of circumstances of the last 18 months. All the athletes were asked, what do you want to do? Do you want to try and go and represent GB at the Junior Worlds, or do you want to race at Henley in the PE? Every single one of them want to be here. That's how important the PE is to these athletes who are from these big schools.
Well, it's been Eton College from start to finish as they launch their campaign in the final. Once again, I'm sure, to build on the years 2014, 2016, 2019. Can they make it 2021? We'll have to see in tomorrow's final, because with ease they will take the win in the closing stages, just avoiding any dramas, and never say it's over until it's over, but we're just a few strokes from the line here. Eton College in the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup, the final race before the lunch interval, and there they are, your finalists in this event.